Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Almost Martha. It's spring, it's lovely, it's terrific. We want to make something nice and light for dinner, but that's really tasty. So I'm going to make my version of chicken piccata. Lemony, delicious, easy. It's perfect for a night like this, and it might be perfect for you. So hang with me and let's make some quick and easy chicken piccata. All right, here we go. Now, I've taken one lemon and I've cut it into slices, and we're gonna go to the stove and we're gonna cook these lemons for just a little bit. Sprinkle a tiny bit of sugar to get them a little caramelized so they look pretty. You need butter for that. You also need chicken breasts, and I'm not a big fan of doing all that pounding and all that stuff on the chicken, so I just buy the thin sliced chicken breasts. If you can't find thin slice, then you're gonna have to slice your chicken breast and maybe take a meat pounder and pound it until it's nice and thin. You really want it nice and thin for this. Not paper thin, but nice and thin. You'll see the thickness of these as I pull it out. But we're gonna start over by the stove where we're gonna put these lemons in a pan and just let them caramelize a little bit. I sliced them, I pulled out the seeds, so they're all ready to go. Okay. We're gonna turn on the stove to about medium high. I also have my oven turned on. So my oven is on about 350 because we're gonna cook the chicken breasts, but we're not gonna cook them all the way. While the sauce is preparing, it'll be in the oven baking off just a little bit. Just a quick and easy step. So here I'm gonna add just 1 tablespoon of butter. Let this get all nice and melty. My oven's heating up, so step by step by step. My butter's starting to sizzle a little bit, so I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lemons in my skillet. And we're gonna let the lemons cook for a couple of minutes on each side. Okay, I'm flipping them once they are nice and brown. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit of sugar on top, let it caramelize a little bit right on that lemon. Leave these here just a minute. So it's just a little sprinkle of sugar. Then we'll pull those lemons off and then we'll reserve them and use them later. All right, I'm going to take this pan off the heat. I'm just going to wipe out any of the dark bits. We'll just continue to use this pan though. Okay. Now we have to get ready with the chicken. All right, I opened up my chicken. It looks a little scraggly, I must say, but I think it's good to go. So I'm going to salt it, pepper it. Gotta touch it. This nuclear waste that is chicken, I must touch. So before I touch my salt shaker and before I touch my pepper shaker, I gotta go wash my hands. Goodness knows you don't want that chicken juice getting anywhere. Okay, fantastic. Now I'm gonna pepper. Now we're ready, and we're gonna go right back over to the stove and get these going. All right, I'm going to put another tablespoon of butter in my pan, and I'm going to put about, let's see here, 2 tablespoons of olive oil in the pan, and let's let that heat up. I have it on like a medium-high heat. Let that heat up. All right, I'm just going to take a piece of chicken and I'm going to dredge it in the flour. We'll shake off any excess. Okay, and then I'm just going to put it right in the pan. And I continue. I'll fill this pan. We'll probably have to do this a couple of times, which is fine. Kind of surprised at the piecemeal chicken here, but that's okay. I'll eat that part. Okay, I'll eat that part. All right, so we don't want to crowd it. So we're just gonna let these 3 pieces cook, brown on each side. We're looking to do about 2 minutes on each side. Okay, about 2 minutes on each side, all good. When I put the next batch in, I did have to add a little bit of olive oil. So now I'm gonna let this cool down because it's very hot. I'm gonna wipe it out and we'll begin to work on the sauce. When I'm ready to start working on the sauce, that's when I'm gonna put the chicken in the oven to finish the final stages of cooking. All right, I have my clean pan, to which I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. Butter got a little soft. We'll let that work in there. Now you can add garlic at this point and cook that garlic. I'm going to be using some roasted garlic, so I'm going to put that in and just kind of mash it down a little bit, but let this butter melt. All right. I didn't have my burner on before. Like, oh yeah, if I turn that burner on, things should really start to happen. So there you go. I'm also just going to drizzle a little bit of the garlic oil in there. So this is all just going to cook. I have the juice of 2 lemons. I'm going to add that right in. And I have some white wine. So I'm using a Chardonnay. That's about 1/2 cup. And now we're going to let this come to almost a boil, and we're going to add in a touch of chicken stock as well. Add a little salt. I did use unsalted butter. Add some pepper. So now you can smell that alcohol. That alcohol is burning off. All right, so now I'm going to add some chicken stock. This is a very small amount, so I know this is going to be about half a cup of chicken stock, which is about half this little box. There you go. I know a lot of recipes call for like 2 cups of chicken stock, and it's just, I don't know, it's just too much. It never reduces down properly for me in a good time. So I think just half a cup is going to be good. And there we go. Now I'm going to put my chicken in the oven. Let it finish cooking a little bit in the oven. And I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. All right, we're doing well. I've added a touch more because I really had it on a high heat. So we're just reducing this down and reducing it down. Now I'm adding a little bit more. I still haven't used the whole box. And I'm just going to put the chicken right back in here so it can pick up some of these flavors. And some of the flour on the chicken will kind of help us thicken the sauce a little bit. And I'm going to reduce the temperature. So now we're going to go for a light simmer. Okay, it's been in there, oh, maybe 7 minutes or so. I flipped the chicken once. So that's the prettiest piece. I'll put it right there. And I'm just going to line this chicken up. Now we're just going to sort of finish up the sauce. Final bit. So we can't have chicken piccata without capers. So I have about, a little more than a half teaspoon of capers that I've lightly chopped. That goes in. We're also going to add a tad more butter just to make this sauce a little more glistening. So 1 more tablespoon of butter right in the sauce, and that's going to help give it a really good sheen. So the flour that was on the chicken did help to sort of thicken the sauce a little bit. Now we're just finishing that up. Scraping up the bottom. Turn this up just a hair. I know I have my fan going and all this stuff, but I hope you can still hear me clearly. Okay. So it thickened up nicely, and the butter is really going to help that last final finishing touch. There we go. There we go. Now I'm just going to pour the sauce over the chicken. You're going to want all that sauce. Fantastic. We're also going to take our lemon wedges and we're just going to drape them around the plate. You can eat them as well once they've been cooked. A little sprinkle of parsley. Just planted parsley outside. Beautiful. Look at that. I have some beautiful rolls for dinner. I also have roasted broccoli. So fantastic. And now I'm just going to taste it because it looks so good. It looks so good. All right, chicken piccata. Don't fail me now. That's really good. That's really good. Very lemony. Now, I love it. Very lemony. If you're an okay lemon fan, just use the juice of 1 lemon. But I think the 2, man, it's really great. The capers, the garlic, everything. Oh, it's really good. I would have a second bite, but I'm not going to. I'm going to hold off. Well, I'm really happy. Quick, easy. You can make this on a weeknight. Really doesn't take that long to make. So if you want this recipe, just go to almost-martha.com where you'll find that along with all the other recipes that I've done. And I hope you try it. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you here next time, right here on Almost Martha.